In recent weeks, Donald Trump has spent a lot of time focusing on telling people how great his mental acuity is, talking about his mental competency absolutely demolishes Biden's mental competency. And this is now an avenue that, due to Donald Trump's many, many gaffes he has had recently, that a lot of us on the left have been attacking Donald Trump over. Well, apparently Ron DeSantis, with his failing Republican presidential campaign, has decided that he too wants in on the action, and he has now launched, I guess, what they're calling the Trump Accident Tracker. And it's where they're going to keep a database of all of the horrible, stupid, and clearly mentally, wrong things that are happening with Donald Trump right now. And in announcing it this week, Ron DeSantis had this to say. And what Donald Trump does now, he is wedded to the teleprompter. He can't get off that teleprompter. Anytime he does, he says things like, "Don't vote." He's telling people not to vote like we have all the votes we need. Really? Wait a minute, you lost the popular vote to Hillary Clinton in 2016. You don't have all the votes you need. And so I think that it's just shown this is a different Donald Trump, in 2015 and 2016. He lost the zip on his fastball, has a sense of entitlement, all this stuff, doesn't think he has to go through and earn it like other candidates. And then DeSantis goes into this big, long, rambling rant. But it's the mental stuff, right? He's launched, again, like a Trump accident tracker, and they're going to keep a database or a growing list, I don't know what you want to call it, but of all of the weird and stupid things that Donald Trump says going forward. And about that thing where he's like, Trump tells people don't vote. Yeah. On Monday, Donald Trump did a speech in New Hampshire and he told his supporters in the crowd, he's like, you don't need to vote. I have all the votes I need. He literally said that. You don't need to vote. So Ron DeSantis is correctly pointing out like, hey, this guy's telling Republicans don't vote. This is the dumbest thing imaginable. He keeps having these mental slip-ups. He gets distracted by a fly during a speech and starts ranting about flypaper. These aren't things a person, with a fully functioning, cognizant, coherent brain is going to do. But Trump's train of thought ran off the track years ago. And that's what Ron DeSantis is trying to point out to the voters. Problem is, for DeSantis, it is probably too little too late at this point. Like, when I saw this story, when I saw this headline, it actually had to jolt me back into reality. Like, oh yeah, there's still other Republicans running for president. I do this every day, and I'm starting to forget that there is still a Republican primary, that there's other Republican challengers. So DeSantis, if your goal with this is to become relevant, you've already fallen into irrelevancy. Same thing with Nikki Haley and Tim Scott and Chris Christie. Y'all are losing the publicity battle. Ron DeSantis got his name back out there with this one thing because it's a good thing to attack Trump over. But beyond that, he's still a horrible candidate with horrible policies, just like the rest of you and just like Donald Trump. The only difference is Trump is crushing you guys by about 50 points. So at this point, what's the point? You've all already faded into obscurity, and there's no way with such little time left for you to turn that around. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.